Hello there, from Medic Echo. We bring you yet again a very vital information. It is the 24th of March, a day set aside globally in commemoration of the World Tuberculosis Day. On this occasion of 2021 World Tuberculosis Day, the theme is "The Clock is Ticking." If you recall, a few years ago, WHO started a campaign aimed at stopping tuberculosis or ending tuberculosis by 2030. Tuberculosis is a multisystemic organ disease. It is caused by the bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis. About 1/4 of the world's population is infected with tuberculosis, and people with tuberculosis stand a great risk of developing the disease. This is especially true for those who are immune compromised. The advent of COVID-19 or the pandemic, which has spanned over a year, has so far brought about a major setback in this campaign to end TB by 2030.
A total number of 1.4 million people died of tuberculosis in 2019. This is including the 208,000 people who died of HIV and AIDS-related diseases. Worldwide, tuberculosis is one of the top 10 causes of death, and it is the leading cause of a single infectious disease agent above HIV and AIDS.
In 2019, an estimated 10 million people fell ill with tuberculosis worldwide. 5.6 million men, 3.2 million women, and 1.2 million children. So tuberculosis is present in all the nations and also across all ages.
In 2019, 1.2 million children fell ill with TB. Globally, child and adolescent TB is often overlooked by health providers, and it can be difficult to diagnose and treat.
It might interest you to know that 30 of the high TB burden countries accounted for 87% of all new TB cases in 2019. 8 out of these countries accounted for 2/3 of the total, with India leading the counts, followed by Indonesia, China, the Philippines, Pakistan, Nigeria, Bangladesh, and South Africa.
Multi-drug resistant tuberculosis still remains a major public health crisis, and it poses a great health security risk. In 2019, over 200,000 people were detected to have multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, and this was about over 10% higher than those that were detected in 2018. Multi-drug resistant tuberculosis is a major problem in the treatment of tuberculosis.
Globally, the fall in the incidence of TB is about 2% per year. Between the years 2015 and 2019, the cumulative reduction was 9%, and this was just halfway into the NTB strategic milestone of 20% between the year 2015 and 2020.
Interestingly, about 60 million lives were saved through TB diagnosis and treatment between the year 2000 and 2019. Ending the TB epidemic by the year 2030 is among the health targets of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
TB is a treatable and curable disease, and most importantly, it's preventable. But if you've been diagnosed of having TB, adhering to the treatment regimen is
for efficient prevention. Early screening and treatment of active TB is essential. Now, this is possible by addressing comorbidities and health risks, as well as social determinants of the disease, and by promoting access to universal healthcare.
The clock is ticking. Avoid drug-resistant TB by taking your medication regimen.
The clock is ticking. Let us join hands and end TB for real.
Now the clock is ticking. We must not relent in the campaign to end TB.
The clock is ticking. We must not allow COVID-19 to stop the progress made so far in the end TB campaign.
The clock is ticking. The world is running out of time to end tuberculosis by 2030.